G'day, Jason the Middle-Aged Gear Junkie here. Recently I purchased one of these. This is the Keeley C4 compressor, which I got for a very good price on the second-hand market. But the question is, should I keep or sell? Here's my clean sound. I'm playing my standard Telecaster through my Vox AC30. And this is the C4 compressor, all knobs at noon. So as you hear straight away, it makes it a lot spankier. And it's really starting to limit the dynamic range, even with the sustain half the way up. So I'm going to go through and show you what each one of these knobs do. I might start with the level knob because that's the most intuitive. So there was a bit of a volume jump there. So I can just attenuate that with the level knob. If you had a bit of a volume dip, you could always turn that up. So that's pretty much self-explanatory. Now the sustain knob here is how much compression you're using. On a rack unit, it might be called threshold. So if I turn it all the way down, it's still compressing the signal, it's just not particularly aggressive. And now it's become very harsh and it's introduced a bit of noise. The noise factor there, basically compressors aren't noisy, they just boost any noise that you might have in your signal, and this amplifier is actually a little bit noisy, and by turning up the compression I'm amplifying that noise. So I like my compressors to be fairly harsh. I'm not one of these subtle compression people. If I'm going to use compression, I want it to be in your face. So I'm going to leave the sustain up fairly high there. Now the attack knob here controls how fast the compression takes hold. So by turning it all the way down, it's very fast and acts pretty much immediately. And for me, that sucks the life out of your tone. I don't really like that at all. I much prefer having a slower attack just like that. Now the reason that funk players really like using compression is because it brings forward all of the percussive strumming that they might do in the background, and also really evens out the volume of all those single notes. Gives it a really spanky sort of percussiveness. Country players also like to use compression a lot, especially for all that sort of chicken picking, which I'm not particularly good at. So this last knob here is called clipping, and it's pretty rare amongst compressors to have a knob like this. Basically, this is how much level you're slamming into the pedal, whereas the level is how much is coming out of it. So I'm going to turn it down, and it should be really clean. So it's clean. So if I turn that up, it should start to get a little bit dirtier. Yeah, it's almost like a very light, very controlled overdrive. Yeah, it definitely gives it a bit more grit and makes it a little bit more gnarly. So basically, if you like your compression to be nice and clean, just turn that all the way down and you're fine. I also tend to think that this takes away a bit of top end. Definitely. I suppose when you're turning up gain on an amplifier or something like that, or on a pedal, you don't actually want to have too many spiky frequencies because it can be really harsh. So as you turn that up, you tend to lose a bit of that top end, but that's probably not a bad thing. Now I've turned up the drive on the amplifier. Now with the compressor. I love the sound of a harsh compressor going into a Vox AC30. I think it sounds killer. So the C4 compressor here, I've heard, is based on the MXR Dynacomp. The Dynacomp has been around since the 70s. It's a harsh compressor, and it's become kind of like the tube screamer of compressors, where heaps and heaps of other builders and other brands have done their own versions of it or done their own modified versions of it. And from what I hear, that's exactly what this is. It's a modified version of the Dynacomp. This, though, I like even more because firstly, I think the attack knob here is really essential for me. I like dialing in a slower attack. I think that it gives the sound more character and gives it more spank. And I absolutely love it. I love getting those really harsh compression tones, particularly with the Telecaster, and it works really well with the AC30. The clipping knob here, or the input gain, I think is interesting. It's not something that many compressors have, and by turning that right up, you can add some more grit to your sound that most compressors can't do. Keeley are well known for their compressors. They have another one which is black, which is just called Compressor, which is a bit of a different beast to this one. That one is a bit more subtle. It has a blend knob where you can blend in the perfect ratio between your dry signal and your compressed signal. With me, I always found myself using that one with the blend all the way up because I like harsh compression, and that's what this does. It provides you with very harsh compression. So I preferred this one over the black one. But correct me if I'm wrong, I'm not sure if these are made anymore. I couldn't find them anywhere brand new at the moment. So I'm not sure if these are available. Like I said, I got this one for a really good price on the second-hand market. And although I have a few other compressors, I think I'm going to have to keep this one. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you haven't already, please subscribe. You can support this channel by going to the Middle Age Gear Junkie store and buying some merchandise. I've left a link in the description below. And you can also join the Middle Age Gear Junkie Facebook page. Other than that, my name is Jason, and I hope you have a wonderful day. See you later.